There are 4 winless teams remaining in the NHL. The Edmonton Oilers are not one of them, and boy, was I breathing a sigh of relief. Frank, I don't know why I do these things to myself, but I made my second ever cat food bet, saying after the Oilers opening night loss, I said, if they go 0 for 4 on this homestand, I will eat cat food again. That got a little bit closer than I would have liked, but Leon Draisaitl comes through in overtime, and I breathe a sigh of relief.
How were you feeling after the first 10 minutes where the Oilers' problems seem to continue to self-compound?
They've had 4 goals wiped off, and they've missed on every coach's challenge that they've delivered to try and get a goal off the board. I was not feeling good. You can ask my fiance Amber, who was sitting next to me at the game last night. When the Oilers scored their first and second goals, I just sat there. I didn't move at all because I was still so nervous about the outcome of the game and me potentially having to pay up for a bet. But Edmonton comes through. You mentioned the start of that game, Frank, and where I wanted to take this, aside from my dumbassery, was Matvei Michkov finally shows up on the scoreboard for the Philadelphia Flyers, or in the goal column, I should say, but he scores twice. His first career goal was a weird one. It was behind the net. No one thought it went in. I'm sure if you were to inject him with a little bit of truth serum, he would say, yeah, I kind of wish my first NHL goal would have been the one-timer from the circle. But anyways, you'll take him how you can get him. Michkov got the monkey, if you can call it that, off his back last night with this, his first career goal.
Yeah, and it was also really anticlimactic, right? Because not only did you have did the puck actually cross the goal line review, then once they got done signaling that it was a goal, then there was the coach's challenge, which then took even more time. So he had 5 minutes on the bench, 6 minutes on the bench. And then because Edmonton lost the challenge, then the Flyers got a power play. So he's right back out there again for the next shift. And it kind of felt like, obviously wasn't that power play, but shortly thereafter, he gets his second goal, and 10 minutes in, the Oilers are reeling. But more important to your point is Michkov, he's arrived. And if you watched the first 2 games, you could kind of see him, certainly in Vancouver to start, some nerves, nervous energy, kind of turning the puck over, not really making confident plays. And then as that game moved on, you could just see him adjust, and then, way more around the puck in Calgary. And then they get to Edmonton, and it's like, this guy is the real deal. I truly believe his skill and everything else is off the charts. But what I like most about him is that he's always competing. He's always in on pucks. He never gives up. And so that part certainly is going to mesh well with the Flyers and their identity. It's a lot to ask of someone, just 19 years old and just getting his feet wet in the NHL to carry a team, but he's going to be doing that in short order.
I think he's going to develop. And again, being up close and personal, watching him last night, he has a bit of, I'd maybe call it like Kucherov in him, where like Kucherov can be a pest at times. And Michkov was in on, like, I swear, every scrum last night. It'd be like, oh, who's in? 39's in there. Like, he's undersized, but he's not afraid to get in there.
I said to you before that he's a junkyard dog. Like, he is. And that's the best way to describe him. And beyond that, we just talked about him. I see a lot of Kaprizov in him.
Yeah, absolutely.
What's up, hockey fans? If you enjoyed that video, then you need to be hitting the subscribe button right here at Daily Faceoff. Exclusive interviews and analysis from our hockey insider Frank Saravalli, fantasy updates from Brock Sagan, and a daily live show at noon Eastern, Monday through Friday. You don't want to miss any of the fantastic content, so hit that subscribe button.